I'm Tim Atkinson from Brown&Co. I'm based at Lincoln and I'm a land agent specialising in biodiversity net gain. We all need a home, but forever wildlife has been displaced by development. However, that's now all to change. Biodiversity net gain becomes mandatory across England, and developers will have to provide not only a replacement for any habitat that they destroy, but also 10% extra biodiversity habitat based on the baseline survey of the site. In future, a planning application will have to include a biodiversity net gain plan. The developer will employ an ecologist with field identification skills to establish what existing habitat there is on the site. So there might be chalk grassland, hedgerow, scrub. This information is then input into the Natural England matrix. Using this matrix, it will calculate the net biodiversity units on the site. The plan will then examine how many units will be lost due to the development and work out how many units have to be acquired to satisfy the 10% net gain requirement and replace the lost habitat. As an example, a 17-acre site destined for 120 housing units, which had been allowed to naturally regenerate with scrub, was found to have a baseline of 42 biodiversity units. Taking into account land that was going to be lost due to building the housing development and the 10% net gain that was required, some 25 units are needed in that case. These units can be supplied by nearby landowners who create habitat for a period of 30 years, and it is thought that an acre of land turned to a suitable habitat could be worth something around £40,000 selling biodiversity credits. Developers will be able to acquire units from the National Reserve, and these credits have currently been priced by the government at £42,000 per unit. However, there is an emerging embryonic voluntary market, and from that we've seen units trading at generally between £20,000 and £35,000 per unit. Landowners might create as many as 2.5 units per acre, so they could be looking at a value of something in excess of £40,000 for that acre of land. Whatever habitat you have, it can still be enhanced to create biodiversity net gain units. For instance, if you have a single species woodland and you brought in more species of trees, that would diversify the woodland and you'd be able to create credits. We're also seeing ryegrass lays being enhanced with species of wildflower and creating units. There's no doubt biodiversity net gain is going to have a positive outcome for wildlife, and we will see the benefits grow year by year as more and more developments come forward. It's an opportunity for landowners who can potentially sell credits, and it is also, if embraced by developers, an opportunity for them to enhance their development sites and have a good marketing message when selling their developments.